Hi, my name is Sean Carr. I am the CEO and lead scientist of Molecular Trait Evolution. So Molecular Trait Evolution is a biotech startup where we are taking exciting technology derived from extremophilic organisms, taking it from the lab and bringing it into the real world. I think the main thing that we want to accomplish with our work is taking the exciting kind of science that people don't know exists, let alone that we can engineer, and using it to make ag tech more efficient. So the inspiration behind MTE was myself and the co-founders' work on exotic microbiology, unusual organisms that live in unusual places, but have implications and applications that can make biotech better. Some of the big applications of this unusual microbiology is looking in nature for places where life is pushing the limits of what they can do. So think acid lakes, those hydrothermal vents on the bottom of the ocean. Life shouldn't work there, but it does. And the things that do live there allow us to do things that shouldn't be possible. We can break things down that normally couldn't be broken down, and we can get more energy out of things that otherwise might be considered waste. Nebraska is already pretty much the hub of ag development here in the US. We have some of the best land, some of the best crops, and excellent infrastructure for it, but we're often having things processed outside of state. So what we are aiming to do is, rather than sending our corn and our crops elsewhere, try and build this processing hub here and helping the people who are already using the crops that we grow get more out of it here in the state. We have a lot of agriculture that isn't being used to its full potential here in the US. So the kind of things that people normally would throw away or sell as cheap animal feed, we can turn that into renewable fuels, extra oil, extra sugar for all sorts of applications. One of the cool things about the technology that we are working on is it is not dependent on just one type of feedstock. We're currently looking at leftover agricultural biomass, but anything that is a plant that can be converted into sugar or oil, that's what we want to work on. So this could be things like lumber, sawdust, road waste and yard waste. Any of those can be turned into sugar and oil, and all of that can be turned into renewable energy. NUtech was incredibly helpful when we were going from the idea phase to actually moving into being a real company. They helped us build lots of connections for end users and the people who would be interested in the tech that we are developing. I think others should take interest in what we're doing because we are pioneering a path using the unusual biology that people don't know about, let alone that we can engineer it. And we're taking some of the most exciting, cutting-edge microbiology that would normally just found in the forest reaches of nature and finding a way to make it and grow it and work with it here in Nebraska. I think one of the most exciting things about my job is everything that we're doing is a type of pioneering. This is something that is exciting. Every new innovation that we have is something that no one has seen before or no one has built in the way that we are doing it. And I think it's frankly just neat to take something that is so out there, so bizarre, so pushing the limits, and then finding a way to make it here in Lincoln.